Hi Queens, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Sam here. In today's video I want to share with you something that maybe I haven't really had a chance to talk about when it comes to building wealth, and I think it's important. As you know, I take time to really have conversation with black women, those who reach out and really ask for my help, to have conversation with them about personal finances, just to see how I can give them some suggestion to improve some aspect of their personal finances. Again, reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a financial planner. I am a financial educator in the sense that I usually give suggestions, I usually give resources, different resources to the people that I speak to. And what I really want is people doing their own due diligence. What I really want is you taking the time to do your own research based on your own needs and coming up with something that you know will work for you. And even if you're working with a financial planner or a financial advisor, you know enough, or you know a little bit, to be able to have informed decision. And when you're talking to them, they know that you know what you're talking about. So there are things that they cannot fly by you because they know that you know. So really, that's my goal, is really to have black women out there increasing their personal finances knowledge, to be able to take their finances in charge and really creating options for yourself. So I just want to put that caveat there. I'm not a financial planner or financial advisor. But in having conversation with that young lady, young, like millennial, I'll say actually maybe more a Gen Z, because she was early 20s. She wanted some help on how to reduce some expenses that she deemed, I'll say, not needed. So essentially discretionary expenses. And so we were chatting, and me asking her question, different thing that she's been doing. She's, for me, like, for a young lady of early 20s, she seemed to have quite a bit of things already going good for her. She had a job, she's going to school at the same time. She has a savings account where she puts money in regularly. She doesn't have a credit card. She decided for now that she doesn't want a credit card, but she's like, even if I was to have a credit card, I know that I need to pay the balance every month. And I'm like, gold. So really, so we kind of like went through, I guess, high level, like all of that in terms of her finances. And so things that she really wanted my help with, she's like, I can't really help myself, to buy things that really I feel like, I don't need, but like I always end up buying them because, I feel sad or I feel happy, or all of those things. And she was talking about, having takeout few times in the week, going to the convenience store to buy some candy bars or buy some snacks, having to order, sushi and all of those things. And so she's like, and then when I look at how much it costs me on a monthly basis, I feel bad. And, but somehow I can't really help myself. When the urge comes, I feel like I just have to go and buy those things. And even if after I have remorse. And so my question to her was like, okay, but do you feel like you actually taking that money away from something? Like, if you were not to spend that money on those snacks, on those takeout, which really brings you joy and fulfillment, makes you feel good, even if it's in the moment, what would you have done with the money? Is there anywhere right now in your budget that you feel like you're lacking? Whether it is in your savings, and she doesn't have a retirement account yet, but like, do you feel like, and she doesn't have like a student loan either, right? She doesn't have loans to pay or anything. She's still living with her parents, so she doesn't have rent to pay, no utilities. So I'm like, is there somewhere else that money would have gone to if that was not in those things that brings you joy? And she said, no. Well, I guess I can save more. But I'm like, how did you determine the percentage of the savings that you have right now? Are you happy with the level of savings that you have right now? And she said, yes, it's a good chunk of how much I make, because I don't have that much of bills to pay. And so I was like, okay, Of course, we can always save more, and definitely my recommendation to you is to save more if you can. However, in the journey of building wealth, no one said that we need to deprive ourselves from things we love, things we enjoy, and things we like. Nobody wants to be, personally, this is not what I preach for. I'm not preaching for Black women starving themselves for 10 years, 20 years of their life to reach financial independence. And so what? We are humans, we are women, we are Black women, and there are things that we enjoy doing. Each person has things that they enjoy doing. And in your budget, in your money plan, you should have an allocation for fun, a fun category. That could be travel, that could be, eating out, that could be going to concerts, that could be anything you want, because life is not only about making money, saving money, and investing. Yes, that is important, but that's not only about that. We don't want to, be financial independent and sad and not fun to be around, not having any friends, not knowing anything about food or like different places to visit. So maybe in some of my videos, people think I'm really hardcore on saving and investing. Yes, it is important because I do think it's the key to financial freedom. However, it is okay, and I highly recommend it for you to have a category in your money plan, in your budget, which is a fun category, whether it is $200, $300 a month, and endeavor to spend all that money. So I had some people telling me, oh, well, I try to not spend all of my fun money so then I can transfer some of it at the end of the month in savings. I'm like, it defies the purpose. Let me tell you, it defies the purpose. You don't try to just, pay half of your rent so you can transfer the rest of the rent in your savings. You don't try to pay just like 2/3 of your groceries so you can transfer the extra in your savings. Like, you pay what you need to pay. You save what you need to save based on your due diligence that you have already accomplished. And then anything, after everything is taken care of, and luckily you have some money left, this is the time for you to be like, this is the money that I want to allocate to fun, because it needs to be fun. It's like when you're on diet. Chances are, if you have a strict diet where you can't even have things that you enjoy, I bet you're not going to stick to that diet. But if you have a nutrition plan which allows you to have time to time things that you enjoy, even if it's one day a week, I bet you will stick to that diet. It's the same thing with money. My goal is not to put anyone on money diet. My goal is for you to have a plan, a money plan for yourself, where you recognize what's important, but also you allocate a portion of your money to fun. It is important. We need makeup, we need to go out, we need to eat out, we need to go to concert, we need clothing, we need shoes. It's important. We are not going to give up on that because we want to reach financial freedom and because we want to build wealth. So I told that young lady, you're doing everything already very good at your young age, early 20s. You are allowed to spend that extra money on things you want. Don't feel guilty because you order sushi 2 times a week. Don't feel guilty because you have to buy a chocolate bar time to time, or buy some, go to the theater and get some popcorn. Don't feel bad about that. As long as you know that everything that needs to be taken care of has already been taken care of. Your savings has been taken care of. You're sure you don't have any debt that you have to repay, and all of those things. You are already very conscious with your money. And then she's like, oh, so I'm good. There is nothing that you can recommend. I'm like, I'm not gonna keep you here and take your money just for the sake of it. You are good. But in the future, if something else arises and you need my support, my suggestion with things, you know where to find me. So that's my my message to you, Queens. That's my message to you, to all Black women out there building wealth. You are allowed also to have fun on your financial freedom journey. There is nothing wrong with that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. I'll be sharing more nuggets with you in the few coming weeks. And also hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, do share the video with your loved ones. And until next time, keep on building wealth.